Okay guys, Stuart Sumner here for the final week 8 interactive presentation where we're trying to do some water bending. And I was fighting these water bottles all day trying to get the right consistency of the water. As you can see, we have our water bottle here. I had 5 of them in the freezer. I could not get them to the point where if I knocked on it, the whole thing would freeze. So I overfroze them apparently, or I got too much ice in them. I have one more in the freezer. It's going to be past midnight, but I'm going to try it again just to see if it works. But I'm going to try some of the other experiments here. So if you can see here, we got a cup of ice. It's actually a bowl of ice. If I could set this camera up properly. Okay, so that's the top of the bowl. So hopefully I can have enough water to do this. And as you can see, I'm not getting any ice build up. No crushed ice. Man, the video makes it look so easy. That did not work very well. So let's try this next one here. Apparently, if I have some of this frozen ice, water, and I dip that ice cube in there and the whole thing's supposed to freeze. But that's not cold enough. I'm trying to flash freeze this bottle of water. And it's just not cold enough. Now what did happen here in this bowl is all my ice cubes froze together in one giant mass, which means my water was getting there, but apparently it wasn't cold enough. So I had too much ice in this bottle, in both bottles, yet the water wasn't cold enough to flash freeze when you stick an ice cube down in there. And I'm gonna try it again later, but it'll be past the deadline, so I won't be able to tell you if it works or not. But I think this experiment's a little more complicated than the video made it out to be. You really have to be very precise in your calculations of when you pull your water. I noticed in the video the guy, when he pulled the water out of the freezer, it was still pretty much all water, and then he froze it. Well, my water in the freezer was getting small pieces of ice in it already before the 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I didn't have a good feeling about this one. As easy as it and straightforward as it was, I thought it might be a little challenging to make it actually work, and that's what it ended up being, because I got about 0 of the 3 showing any of the results that they showed on the video. But such is science, and I really enjoyed this segment of the class and doing these experiments and even doing the videos. I'm not good on video, I'll be the first to admit that, but it was something to learn and try and get better at, and that was pretty cool. So just thank you for the semester, and these really neat experiments that are pretty simple to do with anyone, and I'll be sure to show my kids some of these eventually when they get older. Thank you, and until next class.